sharing your insights with us here at Newsx. Shifting focus now, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in New Delhi, Mr. Mufti Noor Ahmed Noor, met with Mr. Anand Prakash, who is the Director General, Department of Afghanistan, Iran and Pakistan at the Ministry of External Affairs. The Pakistani representative stated that in the meeting, detailed discussions took place on bilateral, political and economic relations, the expansion of trade, the facilitation of visas and the problems faced by Afghan traders, students and resident Afghan citizens in India. Both sides in this meeting emphasized the strengthening of relations between Afghanistan and India as well as the expansion of bilateral cooperation and interaction. Aditya Vadhavan, my colleague, joins us for more on this. Aditya, we're learning that the Afghan Chargé d'Affaires has met an top Indian official from the Ministry of External Affairs. Can you share more details with us about this, please?
Well, absolutely. The Chargé d'Affaires of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in New Delhi met with Anand Prakash, who is the Director General of Department of Afghanistan, Iran and Pakistan in Ministry of External Affairs. And definitely there were detailed talks as to how the Indo-Afghanistan collaboration can be taken forward. We have seen time and again India has provided a humanitarian assistance to Afghanistan, in the needs of, in the difficult times, and time and again by the recent the Afghanistan delegation's visit to India, when Afghan Foreign Minister Muttaqi visited India, he also went to Deoband where he had interacted with Sunni clerics. So definitely, Meda, going forward, we could expect a robust Indo-Afghanistan partnership, considering the fact, Afghanistan is very keen on expanding its trade in the domain of dry fruits, So definitely, in the times to come, we could see a major robust collaboration between India and Afghanistan. Back to you.
Additionally, what are some of the, now when we talk about Afghanistan, we know that this the appointment of the Chargé d'Affaires has come after a very long period of time. What exactly has been India's priorities in the meantime dealing with Afghanistan?
Well, absolutely. India has time and again addressed, definitely concerns, regarding the terrorism that is that has been emanating out from Afghanistan, and definitely, trade as one of the major aspects. Considering, the Iran, Afghanistan, and India collaboration, there have been several attempts by the Indian side, as to how this partnership can be, taken forward. Afghanistan has been a time-tested partner of India, and India has also, on several occasions, provided the financial and military, financial assistance to Afghanistan whenever needed. So indeed, it is a win-win situation for both the countries, and definitely, it's to, from here on, there will be a significant development, a positive development as far as the Indo-Afghan relations are concerned.
Aditya, thank you so much for sharing all those details with us. I'm also being joined by Ambassador KP Fabin, who's a former diplomat. Welcome to the broadcast, sir. Now the Afghanistan Chargé d'Affaires has met with an Indian official from the Ministry of External Affairs, and we know that Afghanistan is a time-tested partner for India. What exactly do you make of this meeting, and where are ties between India and Afghanistan headed next, in your opinion?
Well, good morning. Let's look at the big picture. When Taliban took over, most of the international community sort of walked out, but China and Russia, and to an extent Iran, brought back to relations with the new government in Kabul. India took a while, but later, when India's relations with Pakistan got deteriorating more and more, Pahalgam and all that, well, India decided that it was necessary to reconnect with Afghanistan, which incidentally for years Pakistan has considered as part of its strategic depth. So India has done the right thing in geopolitical terms, and this is going to develop further. India will give more assistance to Afghanistan, and the trade between the two also will develop. But at the same time, we have to watch carefully what is happening between Pakistan and Afghanistan. And you might have seen recently that Turkey has walked out of doing any mediation. But I personally do not expect a big war between Afghanistan and Pakistan for the reason that Pakistan has got a mutual defense treaty with Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is not going to permit Pakistan to start a big war.
Additionally, sir, we know that India and Afghanistan ties are, it seems like they are deepening, and we also know that when Taliban came into power, Pakistan thought this was their strategic backyard now, that since it had cultivated Taliban over all those years. But now with this deepening of ties, it feels like Pakistan is certainly getting worried, considering the fact that they have, questioned this deepening of ties between India as well as Afghanistan, and I think this move certainly will worry them even more, considering the fact that engagements between Afghanistan and India are also deepening.
I couldn't agree with you more, but once again, let us recall the ISI was behaving like the mentor of Taliban when Taliban took over. And for a while, that mentorship continued. But then ISI became very overbearing, and the self-respecting Afghans told them, listen, enough is enough. So ISI has messed up, and we should thank ISI because it is to our benefit.
Ambassador Fabian, I would please request you to stay on with me. India is set to unveil the official logo for its